Welcome and thanks for joining me on our English news program on Somaliland National Television, and I'm Waris Mohammed. Let's start with the main stories making headlines. Somalilanders in Finland are preparing for the upcoming National Day. A 4-day conference for Somaliland's nurses and midwives was launched in the capital city. A conference for Somaliland. Baltimore mayor lifts nighttime curfew, thanks local for patience. Somaliland Ministry of Youth, Sports and Tourism's representative in the UK, Chama Olol, spoke on the significance of Somaliland's participation in the upcoming African Nations Cup, due to be held in the UK on the 30th of this month. Representative Chama Olol repudiated false claims made by some media outlets, stating that Somaliland's team is not taking part in the upcoming tournament at the UK, and reassured that Somaliland's team is definitely competing for the African Nations Cup on May 30. Chama Olol further explained that the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Tourism is currently in the process of selecting some of Somaliland's most talented local football players to officially represent Somaliland at the championship in the UK. The representative also highlighted the training program that the ministry launched to train the individuals who will compete to be selected for the tournament. He eventually thanked all parents that were in contact with the ministry who suggested their talented kids to play at the international tournament. Somaliland community residing in Helsinki, Finland, expressed their enthusiasm for the upcoming National Day for Somaliland and spoke about their preparations to celebrate. A committee comprising of 5 members is currently working on the preparations for the 18 May celebrations and organizing Somaliland's community residing all around Finland. The committee announced that the celebrations will be held on the 15th of May, which is a holiday, while the 18th is unfortunately a work day in Finland. They also pointed out that every year at the same time, Somaliland's community residing in Finland presents traditional dances, poetry, and national songs as part of the ceremony, as well as long speeches by elderly speaking on Somaliland's history. In conclusion, members of the committee expressed their joyfulness for the National Day and urged all Somalilanders to take part in the preparations. A 4-day conference for Somaliland's nurses and midwives was launched in the capital city. The event had in attendance doctors, medical experts, midwives, and nurses from across the regions, as well as other female community. Chairperson for the Somaliland Nursery and Midwifery Association, Fadumo Abdikahin, spoke about the significance of nurses and midwives to the society. She reiterated that they play a pivotal role in saving the lives of many and stressed on the importance of acknowledging that role. Amina Milgo, a representative of the Nefis Network, also explained the importance of holding such meetings and conferences to raise the awareness on the role of midwifery in our society and to educate our upcoming nurses and midwives. Executive Director for the Nursery Institute, Fawzia Mohammed, highlighted the purpose of this meeting and said that it aims at uniting all midwives across the country to better the progress of their services, also to raise their awareness on the significance of their role. Other representatives from medical organizations praised the organizers for bringing together this medical community and discuss issues of interest to overall medical service in Somaliland. You're still watching our English news program on Somaliland National Television, and now for the main international headlines. The mayor of U.S. city of Baltimore has lifted a 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. curfew imposed after days of violence and unrest sparked by the death in police custody of a black man, Freddie Gray. A surprise announcement on Friday that the 6 police officers involved in Gray's arrest and subsequent death had themselves been arrested helped defuse the situation. Later on Friday night, a group of protesters who violated the curfew to celebrate news of the officer arrests were reportedly beaten by police and arrested. On Saturday afternoon, hundreds of people gathered at a rally to praise the decision by the Baltimore State Prosecutor to arrest the officers involved in Gray's death, one on the charge of murder and the 5 others on lesser crimes. It's a journey which is rife with risk, a business as traffickers try to cash on calm summer seas in a headache for authorities and governments. Now Australia has weighed in on the row over how to deal with the thousands of migrants trying to reach Europe's shores. Prime Minister Tony Abbott claims there has been contact at official level between his government and Europe. Australia deters asylum seekers by refusing to allow those attempting to arrive by boat to ever settle in Australia. An estimated 10 people died over the weekend and some 5,800 rescued in 17 separate operations by Italian and French ships. In another incident, 5 smuggling boats were intercepted and taken to Misrata. Despite EU leaders agreeing last month to triple the funding for rescue operations run by the EU Border Agency, there is still disagreement. That's all the news for now. Thanks for watching and take care.